Alrighty, guys, we are right at 7:30. Thank you so much for calling in for our Dreamers in Action weekly training call. It is week 1 of our 90-day game plan, and we are fired up. I am so excited to listen to Laura tonight. She's got an amazing training ahead of us and even a really spectacular guest speaker that I learned about earlier. I'm flying to St. Louis in the morning actually to go spend some time with Laura and Chris Marshall and Michelle and some awesome people out there. So if my video goes off, it's only because I don't want to make y'all look like you're on a roller coaster ride while I pack at the last minute. But I am listening and I am here present. So you guys, I want to bring Laura out to the call. She is someone that has totally failed forward all the way to her success of 1-star crystal executive, 4-star golden circle. She's probably the hardest working, more loving, most coachable person I know. Anything that she tells you to do or anything that she has learned, she has definitely gone through it. You know, this business didn't always come easy to her, but she was resilient, she was determined, she was committed, and now she's an expert. Like, I see her pour into all of you guys. She understands this comp plan, connecting the product, like nobody's business, and everything she has is like liquid rose gold. So I hope you guys have a piece of paper and pen. You're ready to take some notes and just listen to the genius that she's going to bring to you tonight. So with no further ado, it's all you, girl.
You're super sweet, Lauren. Thank you. And everything you said is 100% true. Don't quit, right? That's been my motto all along, perseverance and just don't quit. So thank you for all of that, girl. I cannot wait to see you tomorrow and squeeze on you. So who's excited about cookies and cream? Hands. I know you're all muted, so you can't talk to me. Who's excited? Oh my gosh, I'm so excited. There's been a lot of information and a lot of pouring into us in our Dreamers in Action page around the seasonal shake. So Jennifer Feichter, thank you for all your pointers and tips on how to max that out. Lauren's been sharing some live video and information on that as well. So please take advantage of what that can do for your business. Every time we've had a seasonal shake, I've had a pretty massive rank advancement. So has Lauren. My dear friend Mel up there did, Jen Feichter did. So this is an amazing opportunity to blow up your business. People love seasonal shakes, and who doesn't love cookies and cream? So please, please take advantage of that. Whatever happened with our system today, our back office, don't worry. It happened to everyone. So if you weren't able to get orders in earlier today, the system is back up. But you didn't miss out on anything. No one could order, so it's okay. And just go ahead and get in and get whatever orders you need to place placed, okay? So I know there was a little stress around that earlier today as we were all trying to rush and get all those orders in. But it's up and it's running and it's working, so go ahead and get those orders in. I want to take a moment and do some recognition for some people on our team this evening. Let's see, I'm looking for faces. I'm going to start with Kara. I don't know, Kara, if you're on. Hopefully you are, but Kara Flynn is our newest consultant, so congratulations to you. This girl got started with us. She jumped right in, came to Celebration, came back from Celebration totally on fire, started sharing, and here we go. So we're racing to the top, girl. Ken?
Hey,
You're there, Kara? It's hard to, there's so many boxes. So Ken Trimble, are you on?
Laura, Kara was on the phone and she actually popped out, but I just muted it so to keep the line clear for the recording. So this is actually
cool.
her first
Thank
team
you.
call, so she probably thought you were going to say something to her. So we're just giving you kudos, girl. Keep going, Laura. I just muted her back again.
Yay. All right, Ken Trimble. This guy is a total rock star. He is my neighbor. I just discovered he's right here in the St. Louis area, so I cannot wait to meet him. And he hit manager. So this guy is on fire, sharing and changing lives. Incredible, Ken. Keep it up. Janet Kennedy, I don't know if you're on with us, but girl, you are on fire as well, and you're sharing like crazy. I think she enrolled like 8 people in a week. 10 people in a week. Like, that's what I enrolled in all of June. Boom. Actually 11, but still crazy, crazy. So kudos to you, girl. Keep it up. You're changing lives. Let's see. Jules, I don't know if you're on with us. She enrolled 6 people last week. 6 people. Crazy, crazy. So, and Mel, I know you're on here with us. This girl pops consultants like crazy. Who did you just get to consultant, and is she on with us? You're muted. Unmute yourself, girl.
I'm not.
Oh, you're so muted.
Oh.
There you are. There you are.
Oh.
Go.
Kate Monaco, and she's not on tonight because she's a teacher and they have back to school night, but I will certainly let her know.
Yay, good for her. Great job, girl. And so
Laura, you're muted now.
on.
Laura?
Laura, you were totally muted. I just had to unmute you.
You're good now.
All right. Well, I was just giving big, huge kudos to all of you for getting on this call and making an investment in yourself. It is a commitment on your part. I know that in the evening to take time away. And I just wanted to say great job to all of you investing in yourselves and your development and allowing me to spend some time with you this evening. So for anyone who on this call was at Celebration, hands up if you were. Okay, so you guys are all like, your hair's still all on fire and you're racing and ready to go. So awesome. If you didn't make Celebration, I just want to mention that we've got ICU coming up in Phoenix. Get to events, guys. They change businesses. And you're going to see all these people who are so on fire right now that we're at Celebration blowing up their businesses. So ICU Phoenix and NYKO is in January. So definitely consider getting on an event. I'm going to jump right into our product in the spotlight, which is our Amped Power. And Chris Marshall, would you just pop out? I'm going to mute myself and tell us about our product in the spotlight, Amped Power.
Thank you, Laura. Can everybody see? So this is our product in the spotlight. It's called Amped Power. I first came to Isagenix for the workout stuff because that was really where I was training for a half marathon, doing CrossFit. And I noticed that there were so many products out there for workouts that had so much junk in them. I'll use a nice word. Just so many chemicals and so many colors and so many sweeteners. And I'm like, why do I need artificial color if I'm just going to put it into a bottle and drink it, right? Like, why does it have to be a certain way? So the Amped line is really incredible, and just really specifically Amped Power is used for a pre-workout, maybe 30 minutes before you work out. Toss it in a shake or toss it in some water. It's got a few carbohydrates to kind of help you kickstart. It's got creatine, which helps your muscles really produce the most power. And it has something that's kind of unique to us. It's called nitrosogene, and that's a substance that helps the creatine and the carbohydrates get into your muscle, helps the oxygen get into your muscle, and helps you really make the most of it. So why would you put junk in your body when you can use Amped Power? Thank you very much.
Thank you, Chris. And I just like to give a shout out on power. That's not just for guys. So sometimes we hear creatine and we think, ooh, that's for men who are trying to build a lot of muscle. So this creatine, you're not going to retain a bunch of water. You're not going to look bloated, and you're not going to build more muscle than you intend to. So you're not going to, come out of the gym looking like Arnold, ladies. So it's been amazing for me and for my workout. So just wanted to add that in. Chris, thank you so much. I would love to do some 30-second stories. Jen Feichter, you use it. You're definitely not Arnold. Thank you for that. I would love to do some 30-second stories, and I'd love to start with a product transformation story, a 30-second product transformation story. So Sherry, where are you? I know you're out here somewhere. There you are, girl.
Oh, hear me?
Yep, but turn your video on so we can see you too.
I don't know how to do both. I'm not sure. Oh, do you see
there
me?
You go. You got it.
Oh,
go ahead,
yeah.
Give us your 30-second product transformation.
I was overweight, addicted to fast food. I had no energy, and my health was out of control. I felt hopeless. My dear friend Laurie introduced me to Isagenix, and I've been using the products for about 6 weeks. As a result, I'm making healthier choices. I have more energy. I'm more vibrant, and I no longer need naps in the afternoon. No more fast food for me. No more drive-through. It's fabulous. I now believe I can be healthy for the rest of my life and help others do the same.
You rock. Who loved that? That's the very first time she shared her 30-second story, guys. So let's give her a big clap. That was awesome, awesome. Who wants to join her? I'm ready. Thank you, Sherry. That was so good. I'm super proud of you.
Thank you.
And
Laura, boo, you keep muting yourself. Be careful.
Mel Quinlan, are you out there? Melanie?
Am I unmuted now?
You are, girlfriend. Thank you. Would you share just your business story with us all?
I would love to, and it all starts with the Hot Mess Express, like Lauren. No shower yet today, thanks to cookies and cream. But so here we go. My 30-second business story, just a little bit about me. Before Isogenics, my career before becoming a stay-at-home mom, I was always in sales. I always had sales goals. I was a sales manager, then a territory manager with Nordstrom and then Estee Lauder companies. I left that to be a stay-at-home mom. And as a stay-at-home mom, I just felt like it was hours and hours and hours upon taking care of kids. And it all sort of started to blend together, and felt like with all the reading and the diapers and the grocery cooking and cleaning, all of that, I felt a little bit empty, super fulfilled, but also empty, and was just feeling like I needed something more and wasn't getting much adult interaction. I felt also a little bit of guilt that I wasn't bringing in an income anymore, and that was hard, from bringing in income to absolutely no income. And it was kind of hard. Sometimes I didn't want to go shopping or do anything nice for myself because I felt like I hadn't earned it or something. And then I also, I think that's all I was going to say about that. I was introduced to Isogenics about 2 years ago by a friend named Kristen Burgess, who had helped me. She was a registered dietitian. She had helped me a little bit with that. And I got on the products and told her for about 3 to 4 to 5 to maybe even 6 months that I didn't want to do the business side, but more and more and more friends started to notice. So I started to enroll them. And at first it was just fun to get the products paid for, but then my husband and I quickly realized that this wasn't just getting products paid for, that I could actually make an income with this. And as a result of now doing the quote unquote business side for, it's been 1 year and 3 months that I really put focus into it. I feel that now I value my time more with my kids because I'm not always with them, because I do try to make some office hours and I have phone calls and all of that. So when I am with them, I'm more excited because I have to really make that time special with them. I feel way more fulfilled than when I was just a stay-at-home mom without this sort of piece or this little business in my life, because I'm getting recognized, I'm reaching goals, feeling super fulfilled, which is giving me more confidence in all areas. And I'm not feeling the same sort of financial guilt, like I'm not bringing in money. I can contribute, and if my husband rolls his eyes at something I want to buy, I can go out and buy it. And it just feels so nice to have that extra cushion. And I'm just so grateful for the team and the adult interaction that I've got, the lives that have been changed, and that I have that sort of, piece in my life back of driving a business and reaching goals.
Thank you, Melanie. Awesome, girl, and you are changing some lives. So great job. Great job. We love having you on the team. So I want to jump right into our training at this point. The topic tonight is really around finding our why and aligning our why with our mission. Am I muted? No, I'm good. So aligning our why with our mission and our vision for our life. And so we're all in this professional network marketing industry. And so we have sort of taken a slightly different approach to the norm, right? Which is go to college, graduate, get a job, work for 40 years. We're all looking to add something different into our lives. So it's really going to require us to think a little bit differently as well, right? So if we want something different, we're going to pursue a slightly different opportunity. We have to shift a little bit of what we think, right? And so that's really why I wanted to talk about this tonight. And I have a special guest on, and I'm so excited to have Tony here with us. So Tony Fonte's up there. I don't know if you all can see him. He's going to do a little bit of this training with us this evening. But just so you know, Tony is a very happy product user. I don't know if you all saw his testimonial picture I posted on Sunday evening, but Tony has, first of all, he looks 10 years younger, guys. I don't know if you noticed in his picture, but he's definitely had a pretty massive transformation in 30 days. More lean muscle, down a pant size, looks significantly younger, and the lean muscle that he's been able to put on just by incorporating Isogenics has been incredible. Tony is a new beginnings coach That's what he does full time. So what does that mean? He works with people, he partners with people, and he helps them break through barriers and limiting beliefs so that they can live their most fulfilled lives, and that they can start new beginnings, reach goals, be inspired, and live the life of their dreams. And I've had the pleasure of networking with Tony, knowing him. We've done some work together, and it's been absolutely fantastic. So the most important thing that Tony does, just so y'all know, is he's a dad, and he's a really, really good dad. So if I had to rattle off his resume, I would put that at the very, very top. But I'm happy to have him here with us, and I hope you guys enjoy the little exercise that we're going to do together tonight prior to me jumping in and talking about creating a why and a mission and a vision for your life. I think the exercise we're going to do is going to be awesome. So Tony, I'm so grateful that you're here to share this with us this evening. I'm grateful that you jumped in on our products and that you've become a dear friend of mine. And so I'm going to mute myself, and I'm going to let you jump in and just share some of your wisdom and guide us for the next few minutes.
Sure. First of all, I have to say that it was less than 30 days that I had product transformation, because I started on July 5th and I left for vacation on the 28th. So I actually stopped prior to that. So less than 30 days I had those results. We had to look better than that. And yes, I was a skeptic in the beginning because I tried so many different products and different companies and didn't get really good results. So thanks for having me on here. This is awesome, and I love the topic that you're teaching on with why and vision, because that's one of the things I teach is vision, because you can't go where you want to go without first knowing where you want to go. But the opposite of that, where many fail to, or a lot of people don't really teach, it's like, don't look at where you are, look at where you want to go. But the problem is you still got to know where you are, where you currently are, and that takes awareness. So when you're trying to develop your why, when you're trying to develop your vision and your goals, you got to know where you are currently. You got to know your reality, because you got to see the gap. And there's something powerful about understanding visually where you want to be and where you are, because there's really power in that, and going, okay, how do I get there? Then through that, when you start asking these empowering questions, some limiting things, limiting beliefs and blocks will come up. But the cool thing is if you shift it in a way and ask these questions in a powerful way versus a disempowering way, and I say disempowering is like, why can't I do this? That's disempowering versus how do I do this? That's more empowering. How do I get this done? How do I, and I'm going to step back for a second. So if you're looking at why, and you want to figure out your why, what is my why? And then I'm sure, because Laura shared some of this information you got when you guys were out there in Vegas, and Tony Robbins, I'm a huge fan of Tony Robbins. We share the same name, so I kind of like the guy a little bit. And I've been to a lot of his shows live. I did the fire walk, so yes, I walked on 12-foot long poles. It was scary and amazing at the same time. But when you're looking at your why, and I know she's going to get into this, you got to dig deeper. But you got to know who you are, who you are at your core. And here's what I found through all my training and my own experience. And I'll share this really briefly as I'm going in. I lost my wife 6.5 years ago. She died unexpectedly, and I've been raising my daughter since. She was 5 at the time, so now she's 11 and a half, and I got to say half, so she's still smacking if I don't. But I've been raising her. So through my journey, and this is where the new beginnings comes from, I had to create a new beginning, and my daughter and I have walked through this new beginning together. One of the things I found is having awareness, but also understanding who you are. So I had to accept where I was at, first and foremost. And before you can move forward, you got to accept, and that brings awareness. And when you have awareness, now things start to unravel, and things start coming up that show you where you fell back on, or show you where you're lacking at the moment, so that you can move forward and start having these questions. So I started working on this awareness piece. And one of the things I do with my private clients is I help them figure out who they are at their core. Because there's a lot of times we get so caught up with everything going on in our lives, and life happens to us and it brings us down, and we start having doubt, we start having shame, am I good enough? All this stuff comes up, because I can tell you this, the majority of our belief system was formed between the ages of 5 and 10. Research has proven this, that this is when it happens. So our belief system, the lens that we view life through, is viewed through this lens. And at one point it served us. But when we're trying to get to the next level of our life, it prevents us from moving forward. Because when we're born, we're not born with shame. We're not born with guilt. We're not born with fear or anger or anxiety. It's something that's learned through life and the life experiences. So when we're trying to get our why and we're trying to get our vision, we need to know who we are. So one of the exercises I do is I help people figure out who they are at their core, who they really are, what they were actually born with. So now that they have a different lens, so when they have a different lens, now they can see what the current lens is they're currently viewing through, and now they have this new lens they can view things through. So now they can start asking questions through this new lens. Now, the change doesn't happen overnight. This is a process, but I know Laura can attest to this. The shift that happens immediately as soon as you understand who you are. So I'm very, very thankful that she asked me to come on here and share this exercise. I love this exercise. I get really excited. I wish I was standing up. I had one of those stand-up desks because I get more energy when I'm standing up, but I love this thing. So I'm going to dive in because I don't have a lot of time, and I am a talker, and I can talk to you guys for hours, and I know you guys would just zero out on me after a while, but I'm going to get right into this. So if you have a pen and paper, I want you to have a pen and paper handy, but first we're going to do a visual exercise, okay? So I want you to, but you're going to need a piece of paper right after I start doing this exercise, because I'm going to have you start writing some things down, okay? So I want you to close your eyes for a minute. Everybody just close your eyes and relax. Now, I want you to visualize that you're on a beach. The most beautiful beach, or for some people, you're on a beach right now or near a beach. But the most beautiful beach you've been to, want to go to, or you can just think of. Nod your head when you're there. All right. Now on this beach, you can hear the waves crashing in. You hear them coming in, crashing in, and going back out. You can smell the salt of the ocean in the air. You can feel the sun, the heat of the sun on your skin. It's warming your skin. It's warming your soul. You hear the birds chirping. You hear people laughing and having an amazing time and creating memories. Feel the sand, the warm sand between your toes. You notice it's the beautiful, beautiful, fine white sand. You're just feeling it go between your toes as you take a step. You're moving your feet through the sand. And you're just sitting here looking around, enjoying and taking in the present moment of this beach you're blessed to be on. And as you're soaking in and you're grateful and you have extreme gratitude for all this beauty around you, you look off to the right. To the right is this magnificent palm tree. It's full of life. It's tall, it's beautiful. Underneath that palm tree, you notice this woman or man. If you're a woman, you see a woman. If you're a man, you see a man underneath this tree. And immediately, you have a connection with this person. And the energy is strong between you two. Something is drawing you that you have to go meet this person. There's something amazing about this person, and you need to go meet this person. So you will start walking towards this person. And as you're walking, you feel this connection get stronger. You feel the energy get stronger with each step that you take towards them. And as you're getting closer, you can physically see them. And that power gets stronger and stronger and stronger with each step as you're getting closer to it. You feel this energy getting stronger within you. You just feel a desire to know this person. You have to know this person. You have to be around this person. You get closer and closer with each step. The energy and the connection is growing stronger and stronger. Where you feel exactly what it is about them that makes you want to meet them. I want you to feel that energy and that connection just a second. Feel how powerful it is. Feel how amazing it is. Take a deep breath and open your eyes. Now what I want you to do real quick, and I just want you to write down and describe this person. Write as much as you can about them. It could be physically, it could be something that's about them, whether they seem happy, they seem joyful, they're faith-oriented, they're family-oriented, they're courageous. What is it about them that drew you to this person? Begin writing that down. Are they sassy? Are they bold? Are they strong? Are they honest, authentic, and trustworthy? What is it about this person? Are they peaceful, energetic, likable, loving, compassionate? Do they physically look happy, healthy, emotionally healthy? What is it? Whenever you're done, you can't think of anything else, just kind of nod, give me a thumbs up. Is everybody good? All right. Now what I want you to do, and I want you to look at that list, and I want you to circle the 5 characteristics, the 5 things you describe this person that stand out to you the most. Now, all of them obviously resonate with you, but which 5 resonate the most with you? Go ahead and circle those. Let me know when you're done circling them. Thumbs up, good, good. Very good. Okay. Here's what I want you to do now. I want you to write below that. I want you to write, I am a. Then I want you to list each of those 5 words. And when you're done listing those 5 words, I want you to put behind that man or woman. Obviously, if you're a man, you put man. Unless you want to be a woman, I don't know. Or a man. So put that. So it should say, I am, and with those 5 words, man or woman. And then I want, before I actually tell you what it is, I want, if I could, have 3 volunteers share with me, or 2 of them. Want to do 2, Laura? Nod your head. 2, okay. Do 2 to share with me what they wrote down.
2
Okay,
people want to share?
I think Ashley did.
I can share if you want.
I would look for it.
I put down that I am a courageous, fearless, genuine, kind, and excited about life kind of woman.
I would take the kind of out. Just put woman. There ain't no kind of. You are.
Okay. Woman.
Who else? Okay.
Ida?
There we go.
Okay, I wrote, I am a.
Speak up, honey. We can't hear you. Just talk louder.
Speakers. And can you hear me?
Yeah, just speak louder.
I don't think you can hear me. Hello? Can you hear me now?
There we go.
Perfect.
Okay, so I wrote, I am a happy, fun, and funny, engaging woman with positive energy.
Ooh, love it. So what we just did, I just want to share it. I just wanted to share two of those. So what you just did, Ashley and Vita, you described who you are to your core. You described actually how you were born, what you were born to be. So this is the new lens. So everybody, what you just did, you just described who you are. So that person on that palm tree was you. You described who you are. So what I did is I went straight into your subconscious and it told me who you are, without all the pain and the struggles and the challenges and life experiences we've gone through. So what I just did is I given you your new lens that you look through life now. So whenever you start to have doubt or saying you're not good enough or you don't know what it is, you say no, BS. You can say that word out loud if you want to. BS, this is who I am. And how would this person respond to that? Now you can ask that same filter and say, okay, what is my why? Why is that my why? And go deeper because of that person. What is my vision? What would this person visualize it for my life? That's what you start filtering everything through. I hope that was beneficial to you all.
Tony, I love that. And I love the component of that exercise that really takes us back to who we were before life experience sort of corrupted our view of ourselves. You know, so that's really what we're doing. And it's interesting that we all saw something different because it's really who at our core we are meant to be and destined to be. So as you guys are plowing through these next weeks and months, I would encourage you strongly to take that statement of who you are at your core before breakups, before deaths, before job loss, before things made you doubt who you are. Write that statement out about who you are and keep it with you all the time because that's really who you're destined to be. And I think that's what the exercise is all about. And so, Tony, thank you so much. I really wanted to do that exercise before we talked about our why and our mission and our vision for our life, because when we know who we really are meant to be at our core, I think it helps us dream bigger, have bigger visions for ourselves, have greater whys, and believe more of what we're capable of. So thank you so much for taking us through that. I hope you all love that as much as me, because I absolutely love that exercise and I have it written out. And when I doubt myself or I question a decision, I always go back and say, hey, what would that smiling, loving, beautiful, warm, and radiant woman do? Right? So those are my words about myself. So I want to jump into the why. And we've talked about why. For some of you, this may be a new conversation. But it's really imperative as we start to build this business, or for some of you, you've been building a while, to really understand why you do this. Why do you do what you do, right? Why are you doing this? If you don't have a reason, I promise in a week, 2 weeks, 3 weeks, you won't be doing it anymore, right? So you have to have a why, a reason. What drives you to get up every day and commit to whatever level of commitment you personally have to building this business? So how many of you here have worked on your why, actually have a why written down? Okay, so most of you do. Whether or not you're participating in our 90-day action plan, the plan is available to you. And I would encourage you to go to isagenixbusiness.com and print out the 90-day action plan. It may be something you do in 6 months, 9 months, or a year, but the process is always the same. And on page 3, it talks about developing your why you're doing this, right? So what I love about it is it really helps you to drill down, right? So you might say, well, I want to do this because I need some supplemental income. Why do you need supplemental income? Why is that important to you? And you keep drilling down until you really get to the root, to the core of why you're doing this. And then that's what drives you, right? So developing that why just becomes so important. So I would encourage you, if you haven't printed out the 90-day action plan at this point, please go ahead and do so. Do it at your own pace if you wish. If you're not, part of the 90-day plan that we're all chasing right now, that's okay. But print it out and complete page 3 right away, because that's going to help you stay in momentum. So definitely have a why. The other thing I wanted to mention, how many people have seen Simon Sinek's TED Talk regarding why, the why? Has anybody seen it? I'm going to post it in this link for our call tonight to make sure that you guys watch it. He speaks really clearly about people don't buy what you do, they buy why you do, right? So for us, we don't want to just sell somebody a shake, right? We want to sell them something more, the why behind it. Why do we do this? Why do we want to help them? What is our mission? Not just a canister shake. They can go get that anywhere, right? So there's so much more to what we do, and it's focused on why we do it. So knowing why you're doing it becomes important. The mission is tied really directly to the why. And I think it's important that we talk about this. It's not something we've talked about in great length before, but every single company has a mission statement, right? If they're successful, they have a mission statement. Well, you have a company too. You're an entrepreneur and you own your own business. Regardless of if you have a full-time day job or whatever else you do, you now own a business. That business needs a mission statement. You need to have a path and a course and a purpose for what you do. And the mission statement tied to the why is going to give you a purpose, right? So we need to have a purpose for why we're doing this. So it will be inclusive of your why, and I'm going to challenge you all, if you have not ever created a mission statement for yourself, that you do this. Write it out, post it, keep it visible. When the days are challenging and you don't want to do the things that you need to do, and as entrepreneurs, we get to pick, right? If we don't feel like it, we don't have to. We don't have a boss. But having a why and having a mission statement is what's going to keep you on track on the days that it's the most challenging. So a mission statement is like a purpose statement. Why and what am I looking to do? Okay? Who knows what Isagenix mission statement is? Right? And so our mission statements probably sound pretty similar. So Isagenix mission statement is, I just had it in front of me, so I knew I wasn't going to memorize it tonight for this call. So Isagenix mission statement is, give me 1 second, impact world health and free people from physical and financial pain, and in the process create the largest health and wellness company in the world. So our mission is going to be somewhere around that, right? Something about that. But our why, the reason why that's our mission, might be a little bit different. So some of you might be in dire need of financial support, right? You might be needing to add financially to your life, or you're in debt and you're trying to pay off debt, or you have student loans, or you have a child you need to put through a private school and pay the tuition. Those may be really strong whys, right? So then the mission statement becomes the purpose, right? So my mission statement is to radically improve the quality of people's lives through improved health and financial freedom, okay? That's my mission. I want to radically improve thousands of lives, okay? So develop a mission statement, post it up. If you want to share it in this thread, I would love to see it. I'd love to see your whys. But align them together and put them together, because that's going to be your driving force. And then the very last piece of all of this is your vision. And we've talked in the past about vision boards and having a vision for where you're going. And it is really, really important to know where you want to be, right? Where am I going? Where do I want to land? And sometimes what we do is we develop that vision, but we don't have the mission, right? We don't have the why. So we don't have the guiding path to get us to the vision. And that's why these three things become so important, that they come together. Why am I going to do it? What is my purpose behind it? And where do I want to land at the end? So the vision is, where do you want to go? And vision is interesting because it kind of ties into the areas that are most important in your life. So, you know, it could be family, could be finance, could be faith, could be friends, could be career. So pick the areas in your life that are the most important to you. Family, finances, faith. And what is the vision that you have for those areas, right? And they may be a little bit different for each of us. For me, family, faith, career, health, friendships, service, fun, and financial. Those are my areas that are really important to me in my life. So I have created a vision of where I want to land in those areas of my life. So I have a small vision board for each, and then I put them together into one vision board. But before you make the vision board, you need to have a statement about it, right? So not just a picture, but words. When you have the words, then you can attach pictures, and visualization is great for the brain, right? When we see pictures over and over again, we start to manifest them in our lives, but it starts with words. So if you have a vision for where you want to be, write it down, right? So for me, for my family, I want quality family time. I want to travel with my family. That is really important to me. So what does that look like? Family time to travel, to go on a mission trip together, and to spend 2 weeks in Europe traveling. That's my current vision for my family, for what I want to do with my family. That's my vision, right? So once I wrote it down, then I've got pictures. I've got pictures of Europe. I've got pictures of me with my kids, doing things with my husband. So the pictures came after the statement. Does that make sense to everybody? And then pick those areas of your life that are most important to you, okay? And write your vision statement for it, and then you can attach pictures for a vision board. Does that make sense to everyone? Okay. Again, vision boards are great, but if you don't have a lot of thought around it, if you just have a picture of like dollar signs and you don't have a mission or a why, right? Like some people say they want to win the lottery, but they don't buy a lottery ticket, right? So there's action that has to come into play. There has to be a why and a mission to get you there. And if you just put a dollar sign up, you're just going to keep seeing a picture of a dollar sign on your vision board. So you really want to have words and sentences that are tied to your vision before you attach a picture. Does that make sense? Good. How many people have vision boards right now? Up? Some? Okay. I would recommend that once you get your vision statements and you make your vision board, you put it where you spend the most time working. So some people have it hanging in their bedroom or in their bathroom or in their office. They take a picture of it and it's their screensaver. I would encourage you to put your mission and your why along with it. My mission is posted up on my office wall, and it's always evolving and changing, and I love that Tony and I are doing some work together on that to really fine tune it. So that's really what I wanted to share with you all. I know that some of you have huge whys in your life and they vary. Your why should be big, it should be emotional, and it should move you. So as you're putting that together, really think about why you want to do this, why you want to do these things in your life, why is it important to you? And it's not just to make money. What is the money going to do for you, right? What does the money do for you? What does it allow you to do that you're not doing right now? And then why is doing that important? So, you know, if it's to put your child through a private school, let's say, and you need the money to be able to do that, why is it important to put your child through the private school, right? They have special needs. It's going to be imperative to their education. You want them to thrive, whatever that is. Tie emotion to the why, not just that you need $15,000 extra for tuition. Does that make sense? Okay, well, that's what I have for you all for this evening. And Tony, I thank you so much. Tony is also a speaker and an author. He wrote an incredible book called New Beginnings as well, which is a fantastic book. And there it is. And so it has just been an absolute pleasure to have him on here this evening. I hope you all loved our little exercise. And I would love to see vision boards. I'd love to see mission statements. I would love to see whys. Please feel free to post them in the comments from this event page, and we can all cheer on and support each other as to why we do what we do. Thank you all so much. Go cookies and cream.
Bye, you guys. Oh my gosh, Laura, that was amazing. Thank you, Tony. I like you guys for real. This is my like current situation. You see my suitcases? Like I'm listening to these exercise. I got to do that tomorrow at the airport. But this was awesome. And Ashley and Gita, thank you guys so much for courageously sharing. But so much value in this, you guys. I'll get the recording up for those of you that couldn't be on. But Chris, thank you for sharing. Melanie, thank you for sharing. I love all the kudos. And this is just going to be such an amazing 90-day game plan. I think about 2013 when we first got started as a team and where we are and the amount of lives that are being transformed. And that's a huge part of my why is I want more people like Sherry that are just funky and fun that get to talk about what the products have done for them. And I want to have lifelong friends like, Ashley and Shauna and Laurie and Jen and all of you guys. So you guys, this is awesome. Laurie, you brought me virtually to tears a couple times trying to pack. Can't wait to squeeze you tomorrow. You guys, it was awesome. So pass this recording on to whoever. You guys look up Tony, go grab his book, and just more value coming for you for always, but for sure the next 11 weeks. Bye, you guys. Good night.
Safe travels, Lauren.
Thank you.